ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. Freedom Farm's 12 Under International Invitational Tournament swinging into play yesterday. Freedom Farm Blue and Freedom Farm White taking to the diamond first. The blue team, they got out to an early 3-0 lead, but Team White, they proved it's not how you start, but how you finish. And Team White would win this one in come from behind fashion, a final of 5-4.
We came out a little slow because we got a few of the guys are on 9-10, so they're a little under, but they battled through. You know, they came back, they had resilience, they never gave up. I was telling them in the dugout, you know, fourth inning is only 2-0. They was only on errors, so I had a feeling that we had a chance. So I just tell them keep pushing, keep playing.
Just tell me a bit more about the resolve. Obviously, trailing 3-zip, you know, you guys could have parked it in, but your players, you know, they mustered up. They asked them for it to say, hey, we're going to come in and score 5 runs.
Yeah, so pretty much we've been scrimmaging the other team all this week, all right? So even though they're bigger than us, the score didn't fail us, all right? Because we played them close all Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. We played them close, so the guys never fair. So 3-0 is not a big deal for them. Maybe 5-0 still, but they was ready to go. It's a young team, but we got a lot of heart.
All right, what are your expectations for the rest of the Invitational? Obviously, there'll be some international teams in town set to play, I think, from U.S. Virgin Islands and others. Just tell me a bit about that.
Yeah, this is a great opportunity. I must thank Freedom Farm for allowing, you know, other teams to come and have this tournament and play with us. This gives the boys here at Freedom Farm and pretty much around the country good opportunity to sharpen their skills. And so our guys get to see JBLN guys, Freeport guys, U.S. Virgin Islands. So thank God they come and, let's have fun and play ball.
Now, there was only one game played last night. They are currently into day 2, and we head out to the Freedom Farm Complex in Yamakura, where our Amajal Knowles is standing by.
Good evening, Johnny, and good evening, Bahamas. We are back here live at the Freedom Farm Baseball Park, inside of the Freedom Farm Under 12 Invitational, where we just had an exciting one wrap up between Legacy out of Grand Bahama and the JBLN team. Legacy taking that one 5-4. Now joining me now is the founder of Freedom Farm, Greg Burrows Sr. Greg, just tell me a bit about this weekend's festivities.
Well, we expected to have an awesome weekend. I'd like to take this opportunity just to welcome the team from the U.S. Virgin Islands and all the other teams in from Grand Bahama Legacy and the Grand Bahama Baseball team, and also the team from JBLN. The excitement already started yesterday when the two Freedom Farm team match up, and what we call the second team or the B team would have won by 1 run over the A team, and of course Legacy upset JBLN tonight. It could surely say it's an upset. And then, of course, the team, Freedom Farm, will then go up against Grand Bahama team now. And I just hope for my sake we don't see a next upset. But the tournament's going very good. And welcome to the team from the Virgin Islands.
Now, the stadium is packed with both players and spectators. Just tell me a bit about the growth of the sport that you've seen over the years.
Well, if, like they say, if you build it, they'll come. And that's been happening. All the leagues has been providing the opportunity for kids, and the growth just is unbelievable. We're just doing it. Freedom Farm alone have over 700 plus kids, and the other league experiencing growth. As we speak tomorrow morning, we have two Freedom Farm team getting ready to go to Central Andres for a program that we started down there a year ago. So the growth is great.
Thanks, Greg. Obviously, next up, we have the Freedom Farm game taking on USVI. And with me now is the team manager for the U.S. Virgin Islands, Martin Kibai. Just tell me a bit about your team's preparation and excitement to be here in today's tournament.
Well, the team preparation, we had 2 months where we find out about the tournament when CJ them call us. And then we name ourselves the 340 Island Boys. It consists of 14 talented players from the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, representing St. Thomas Virgin Islands. We have practices on Sundays because each player play for each different team in the Virgin Islands. So we get practice on the Sundays. Every Sunday we used to go out and practice. And then to get here, we had to do like water sales, fundraise, probably some soup sales, and just the majority of the time we do water sales, and we just made our money to get here.
Now the games have been exciting so far. You think your team's going to come out and put on a show?
Yeah, I think. Well, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm gonna tell you this: it's gonna be a long weekend. The Virgin Islands team coming for the whole thing. Telling you all straight up.
All right, thanks, Kiva. All right, Johnny, back to you.
All right, thanks a lot, Amo. Well, the official draw taking place for the next set of fixtures in the CONCACAF Nations League, which will be held in a home and away format. The Bahamas has been placed in Group B of League C alongside Bonaire and the British Virgin Islands. Matches will be played in September, October, and November of this year and March of next year. The full schedule will be released at a later date. The Bahamas failed to win a match in the previous round, losing to Belize, Antigua, and Dominica, while securing a draw against Anguilla. The Bahamas Bowling Federation's Nationals, those set to get underway on Sunday at Mario's. It's a 2-week tournament. On the men's side, David Slatter the favorite, but there is a quality field looking to dethrone him.
Slatter is a very good bowler. He practices perhaps more than any other bowler in the country. He has invested a lot in the game, but over the last 2 years in particular, you've seen bowlers are coming closer and closer to Slatter. Last year he got away from me by 8 pins, and so it could go anywhere this year. And like I said, we have seen the emergence of a lot of bowlers this year who are being consistent in their game, and we anticipated that to be the same.
Of the Nationals, the BBF will be sending a team off for international competition.
Men's team is going to a qualifying tournament in Peru, Lima, Peru, and we anticipate a good performance from that team. Over the last 2 years, the Bahamas have been climbing in our ranking to international tournaments. The last ladies group that went down to Dominican Republic, while they didn't qualify for the Pan Am Games, they came 5th. The men's team, we just came back from Calgary in August. We placed 4th, and these are and this is 4th and 5th against the world's top countries in bowling. And so we are emerging to be a team and a country of contention in sports. So we're looking forward to that. We have several tournaments that we have identified that we will participate in this year, and we look forward to great response from our bowlers and great performances at those tournaments coming up.
The official opening taking place this morning for the National High School Basketball Championships in Grand Bahama. We get that story from Jay Philippe.
The 2019 National High School Basketball Championships was officially launched today with the opening ceremonies. All of the top teams in the country were present, 10 female teams along with 18 boys teams in this year's division. President of the Bahamas Basketball Federation, Mr. Charlie Softly Rubin, says this is his last year as a president, but he's happy to be in attendance for this year's national championships.
This is my pleasure. It's my pleasure to come in front of you to wish you welcome and really and truly do hope that you enjoy yourself while you are here in Grand Bahama.
Keynote speaker, the Minister of Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Michael Pintard, had some encouraging words for the athletes participating in this year's National Basketball Championships.
As we declare this tournament officially open, we want to encourage you as you play on the court today. Appreciate the value of talent, but know that character is even more important than what you do on the basketball court. Because when the ball has discontinued bouncing, we still have a country to build, and we are relying on you as our nation builders. The future of the Bahamas is secure, we believe, because it is in your hands. And I leave you with this message. Sports will open doors for you. Many of you will go to university not because mommy and daddy or the Ministry of Education has sufficient money. You will go to university because you have incredible talents and your grades make sense to admission officers in universities around the world.
So far, day one of these National High School Championship games, there's been some really competitive games going down to the final shot, the last wire in fact. And that's been the story for this year so far. And again, the championship will be on ZNS Network on Monday night at 8:30 p.m. You don't want to miss that. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Total Sports.
The New Providence Basketball Association's Best of 7 Championships back on the floor tonight at the AF Adderley Gym. In Division 2, the two-time defending champion Breeze's High Flyers in a 1-0 hole against the pennant-winning Euro Essential Store Giants. After falling behind early in Game 1, Breezes played much better in the second half and made it a game, so they hope that momentum will carry over to Game 2. In Division 1, the PJ Stingers, they held their own against the undefeated Commonwealth Bank Giants early on in Game 1. But this one was a runaway in the second half as the Giants led by as many as 30 points. The Stingers will look to sustain a consistent level of play throughout tonight's game as they look to even the series and try to hand the Giants their first loss on the season. From the NBA, the Sacramento Kings losing a heartbreaker last night, 121-118 to the New Orleans Pelicans. Buddy Hield back in the town, which drafted him, had a rough night from behind the arc, only going 1 for 6, but he was 11 of 21 overall, finishing with a side-high 27 points. The Kings now on the brink of elimination from the playoffs with just 7 games to play. The Kings 6.5 back of the San Antonio Spurs for that 8th and final spot. Buddy and the Kings play again tomorrow in Houston against the Rockets. The Danish Basketball League Best of 5 quarterfinals, those were back on court last night. Næstved completed the series sweep with a 101-66 win. Canton Smith finishing up with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Travis Munnings, he watched his collegiate career come to an end last night in the quarterfinal round of the CollegeInsider.com postseason tournament. This one going into triple overtime with Louisiana Monroe falling to Texas Southern 108-102. Munnings had a team-high 22 points to go along with 10 rebounds. And the Asbury Eagles men's tennis team, they've won 4 in a row now after sweeping Midway yesterday. Joshua Turnquist had a tough match at number 1 singles, but pulled it through in 3 sets, 6-2, 2-6, and 6-4. Turnquist also victorious at number 2 doubles with partner Felipe Panuela, a final there of 8-1. And that will do it for sports. Don't go anywhere. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.